Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hello.
Hello! Ah! Say hello to my little friend!
Welcome to the FF Media Podcast. This is episode 10. We're talking about movies. In 2026, we're talking about comic book movies. So let's get started here. We only have about 30 minutes or so, but let's start with a quick icebreaker. I'll go to you first, Dylan. And my question is, when's the last comic book movie that you saw that blew your mind? Like the best one you saw most recently? Was it Spider-Man? Was it Avengers? What's the best one you saw and how long ago?
It's funny. It is actually probably Endgame,
Okay.
but I didn't get spoiled on, what's the one with like Tobey Maguire comes back? No Way Home?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
No Way Home. That one, I think if Endgame was the biggest moment that I've seen, No Way Home was like in the feels, you know what I mean? Like that really got me with all of them. And even Garfield coming back was good. I liked them too.
Before you go, Nick, I'll just say this. So we saw Endgame at the theaters, and then Carrie and I last year, like a few months ago, we rewatched those Spider-Man movie, and or not Endgame, I'm sorry, Spider-Man No Way Home. We saw that in the theaters, and Carrie didn't really pay attention or whatever. And then we rewatched the 3 Spider-Man movies, and on No Way Home, like at the end, I turned to her and she's bawling, and she's like, "Damn, that broke me this time." And it's a good movie. So I won't say what my answer is, but Nick, what about you?
Yeah, I think I really got to say Madam Web. I'm
Get
just
the
kidding.
hell out of here.
Yeah, he cried because he wasted money going there.
Yeah, where did all that money go? Oh God, the last one that was, I don't want to just say in game because I feel like that's like a very
It could be. I mean,
popular
if it's
one.
your answer, it's your answer.
Morbius.
Okay, here, I'll go a little different. I think Loki. I'm going to count that as a Marvel because that one,
The TV show?
yes.
Which
I
season?
thought they were both really good. I like them both for different reasons, but like I loved how the last season kind of came together and what they did with it. So yeah, that was probably my favorite, most recent one, going a little off the beaten path. I really enjoyed it. Good storytelling, good character development. Like I really enjoyed it.
Loki season 1, that first episode where it shows like him in the first Avengers movie and going to like the weird other world was so good. Like I just wanted to watch 1,000 of those episodes. The first season ended up being decent, but that first episode was so good. So my answer has got to be Spider-Man No Way Home. I really liked it, but I mean, we'll get into 2025, like the Marvel movies of 2025, but Spider-Man No Way Home for me is the last really, really good movie. Now, not even just of MCU, but of DC. I did like Superman, but it wasn't like at that level. So let's stick with 2025, and I'll go to you, Nick. What are you thinking about the movies? There's Fantastic Four, Captain America. There's one more I'm missing. Oh, Thunderbolts.
Superman.
Thunderbolts, and that's of the MCU, and then
MCU, sorry.
and then there's Superman. So, did you see all of those?
Yes. I'd say out of all of those, Superman was probably my favorite.
Okay.
I think by a pretty big stretch. But if we're just talking Marvel, I don't know. I liked Thunderbolts had a lot of cool stuff that I liked, but I feel like they cheapened it with the ending and stuff. Like when they were, spoilers, but when they were like popping people off left and right, like keep them popped off. They didn't just go into the little world. Like I just make them be gone and make the threat feel more real. But it was just like, oh, he had a depressive episode and he's better now and everything's all back to normal. And now he's the goofy guy sitting in the Avengers Tower. Like that ruined it a little bit for me. But up until that point, I really thought he could be a big bad. Like I enjoyed it. It just kind of ended me not great. So
I think I agree with you, but what are they going to do? Keep like even in Endgame, everyone who died came back to life. And even now in Doomsday, everyone's going to come back to life. Steve Rogers is going to come back.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy to me. I'm sorry. That's just like, Okay, cool. I expected the Doctor Doom thing not exactly to be. I figured they bring someone back.
Right.
So I figured, okay, so we got one person back. They got to bring, oh my gosh, what's his name? He played Iron Man. What was,
Robert Downey
no,
Jr.
just Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, the dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Like he
Dude played it. That's pretty good.
So yeah, thank you. So like he's really good, like recast. I like that they're doing that. It's sort of because they're kind of doing that with multiverse, where they're just throwing random people as
Right.
characters anyway. It's cool to like since they're bringing a different multiverse person into it. It's cool. Now that being said, I did not expect like Chris Evans to come back and like
Right.
all of the old things. I worry though about that. Now, see, I haven't seen every single one, but I've seen like the origin movies at least of all of them.
Mhm.
My worry is I don't know if they're going to have their heart in it. I'm going to be honest.
Who,
like
the
as
actors?
yeah. Like
Listen,
or
like
or they're
$50
failed by
million,
the
you're going to
script.
put your heart in it, okay?
Yeah.
Have you seen Al Pacino in some movies? He's made at least a few million, and like
He's
I'm
not-
sorry that dude's
They're
bad.
not throwing $50 million paychecks to Al Pacino to go star in a boxing movie with Robert De Niro.
But hang on, when did they ever not put their heart into one of those movies? Every single one has been.
Because they took a break. Like the actors are like at some point. I'm sure Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. was like, okay, my character story has been told,
Right.
and Chris Evans literally passed the torch to a different Captain America. Like it's literally happened. They started doing that with like. At the end of Endgame, at the funeral, like you saw the kid that
Yeah.
like people were saying like, oh, that's going to be the next Iron Man and stuff like that. Like they had all these plans, like they were done with it, but now they're coming back. So I'm not saying like per se Chris Evans is just going to suck or Robert Downey Jr. is, but it's either going to be. I fear for it's either going to be they're not going to have their heart in it because they wanted to move on, or two, the writing's going to be bad for it. But they're also bringing back the brothers, right?
Yeah, the Russo brothers to direct it.
Yeah, so then, you know, I'm that's my only fear. It seems cool. Certain people on our shorts channel right now don't seem that excited about it. I wonder who that is, but I'm actually more optimistic than some of these people, but that's just me. So,
Okay.
So, okay, let me give you, like, I have so many points to respond to.
yeah, okay, yeah, fair.
One, like, maybe they'll have their hearts in it because they took a break, right? Like, maybe they were burnt out.
Fair.
They took a couple years off and someone threw them a fat stack of cash and they're like, yeah, my heart's back in it now.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we good.
Also, so here's why I kind of don't care about Avengers Doomsday. It's because like all the momentum's gone. And the momentum's gone because so many of the past movies of the last 2 or 3 years have just been dog shit, you know? Like they've been boring and like poorly cast, and like a lot of them seem to be about like a political message and not about storytelling. Like everything seemed to go wrong, and I just don't care. Like 2025 for me, okay, I liked Thunderbolts, and I like the whole thing, Nick, that you're talking about. Like he had a depressive episode. They did kind of retcon it at the end of the movie, but like I kind of liked that. Like I liked that story. It was like emotional. Then there was Fantastic Four, which was good, but it like kind of didn't matter. I don't know.
It was good, but only because it's been sucky for so long. I feel like if that came out after Endgame, we'd be like, what is this trash?
Yeah, that's a good point. Captain America, Captain America, when I was watching this, seemed like if the MCU didn't exist in an alternate universe and they were making random comic book movies, the Captain America, the one with the Red Hulk, what was the name of that movie? That one felt like just like a generic movie made by some random people. It was okay. I like Anthony Mackie. I liked him as the Falcon. I don't like him as Captain America. And it was just okay. Like, I'm like, eh. And then Fantastic Four was good. Thunderbolts was good. But they were like when there was a bad Marvel movie for the first 2 or 3 stages. Like, those were all those movies. Like, not a great Marvel.
Thor 2, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so there's Avengers, but there is Spider-Man coming out this year. Is anyone excited about that?
I forgot it was coming out. I'm gonna be honest.
I'll watch it. I like I like Spider-Man. I like his character. I think he does good with it, but I don't know.
I think he's the best Tom. Sorry.
Well, it's not that I don't care. I don't know. I think I don't look at that as the Marvel universe. Really, it's just like it's a cool Spider-Man movie. I don't know. It feels separate a little bit, I guess, with Strange in it. But even that movie was like the big bad was just bad decisions.
Yeah.
On Strange and Spider-Man's part. Like they created the entire villain, which was just themselves doing something for a dumb reason. Like that, I didn't love that part of it, but it's a good just standalone movie for me. I don't know. I feel like Marvel's lost what it really had, which was like building up this tension of a big bad for so long.
Right.
And now it's just like, hey, here's this big bad. Oh, we killed him. Cool. They saved. Like, I don't know.
Do you remember who was the guy who was in the stupid Ant-Man movie? What was his?
Oh, the purple guy.
No, he was black
Kang?
and he got canceled in real life.
Yeah,
because he
I
beat
know
the
you're
crap out of his girlfriend or something. What'd you say?
Kang, like the time traveler. Kang.
Yes,
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the next
Thanos. Right?
Yeah, the next Thanos. But then he got canceled for I don't know what he did. Like people.
Oh, you got it. That's why.
Was it? Yeah.
I don't care why they're making shitty movies. I just they're just not
Right. That's my point too. It's like as a consumer, I got to be honest. I don't care how tough it is. I don't care all these other things that are going on. I just want to watch a good movie.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
I want to watch a cohesive story. Jonathan Majors, by the way, that's his name.
Let's talk
Jonathan
about
Majors.
Quantumania, though. You want to make a big bad in the same movie that you've got a floating head, like villain? Like that was a joke, right? Like, and that's our big like. It was not even equal to Thanos, even before the canceling thing. Like they just messed that thing entirely up.
What happened to Kang as a story? Did he get killed off in a TV series?
No, they just stopped talking about him. That's it.
He's still technically like around, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have not really mentioned it.
It's like they've shown Thanos as a silhouette, but he got canceled in real life, so they never talked about him again.
They just stopped talking about him. But yeah, Ant-Man, that movie, like when I was watching it, I'm like, okay, this is funny. And like, there's like the blob that's like, how many holes do you have? I'm like, okay, that's funny. And then the big head comes up. It's funny. And I remember like laughing during the movie and then walking out of the theater and being like, wait, that movie sucked. Like that movie was dog shit. Like, and that's how a lot. Have you guys seen Eternals?
Yes.
Nick?
I think Eternals had potential. I don't know.
Is that like the 7 or 8 heroes?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no,
Like
that looks so stupid.
Cast. I love the cast. I feel like they did like the writing sucked. I feel like the whole Deviant storyline made zero sense and they did nothing with it. Like the whole thing was just the emergence at the end. And then what was the Kit Harington guy like with the sword? Like what did they do with that? Like I don't know. I feel like it had potential to be really good and they just dropped the ball in so many places with Eternals.
I mean, it could be cool, but it was just like a boring slog of a movie and it didn't matter.
What was the point of any of it?
I don't know. They brought back, what was it? Like the god people in the Indian Ocean in Captain America. Remember where there's not vibranium. What's werewolf made of? Or
adamantium.
Yeah,
adamantium,
that's how they
like
introduced adamantium into it, by the big sentient being that went into the Indian Ocean. Do you remember that from Captain America, Nick?
The big old like hand sticking out, like they went to go. Yeah,
that's where they're gonna introduce adamantium or whatever it's called into the universe. But that's all the only significance it's really had.
Well, we do know because X-Men are coming out. Like that was another announcement, so that makes sense. I don't know how soon they actually plan that.
Is the same thing that happened with the Justice Squad or whatever, or what was the bad guys in DC?
Suicide Squad. You mix it.
You introduce way too many characters in one movie, and you can't get like emotionally attached to any of them. I think they did that in Eternals. Like there were too many big people that we met for the first time, and then they kill them off. There's no emotional investment. Like I don't know. I think that was doomed to fail from the start.
All right.
Doctor
It just
Doom.
came out of left field too.
Let me ask this, and then we'll move on to DC. I'll start with you, Dylan. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very excited, 1 being dreading, how excited are you for the MCU in 2026 going forward?
5.
Okay.
If it happened, cool. If it didn't, it, whatever.
What about you, Nick?
Oh, I'm at a 10 because
Really?
I'm either. Hold on, hear me out. Because you're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, so it's either going to be amazing or I'm done. So it's
That's
either
very
way.
fair. Yeah, fair.
Okay.
I think with that being said, I'll say a 6 because when they will meet. Like you'll see them both, and they will have some quip about knowing each other, or I've seen you around. They're gonna say something like that.
Yeah.
You know they will.
Sure.
I think I'm excited to hear how, like, because they can't just say this is Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Obviously, everyone's going to be like, wait, you're Tony Stark, you're Iron Man. So they're going to have to address that. And I'm excited for that. That sounds like a cool storyline. I'll give it like a 4 because I
Okay.
don't care, but it kind of like what you said, Nick. If it's back on track, I'm excited about it. And
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's go to DC.
Well, I have one question.
Okay,
though,
yeah, go
with
ahead.
that. Sorry, it's real quick, but it's like, do they actually even have to address it though? Because all they have to say, because isn't Fantastic Four? It's not really like, it might be. Was a little out of MCU for a bit, but wasn't it? I watched it, and their universe isn't really addressed, right? Does it say they are a separate Earth in that show,
Yes.
in that movie?
I think
And I
so,
didn't
yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they do address it already. It's just a different universe. It's a different timeline, whatever.
But I think
So they don't really
come
need to say.
into- they merge the universes because they show up in Thunderbolts at the end, so they're
Yeah,
coming
in
in
the after
through the
credits.
same.
Oh,
universe.
well, I haven't seen Thunderbolts, so that makes way more sense.
Hey,
What's going on?
sorry,
Never mind.
spoilers.
Okay, yeah, no. So is that why Fantastic Four came out after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that was
Oh.
the teaser for Fantastic Four.
So at the end of Thunderbolts, it was an after credit scene. You see like the Fantastic Four spaceship coming into Earth. And then you go
Okay.
to Fantastic Four, and they even say, like, this is a different universe, blah, blah, blah. And one of the after credits scene is the Fantastic Baby, I don't know his name, being held by Doctor Doom, like with his hood up and everything.
that I know that
Yeah.
one.
So it takes place in a different timeline, and then they merge them together.
What? Wait, what? So end of Fantastic Four, we're not seeing them land with the spaceship. I didn't miss that, right?
No, that's
No.
in Thunderbolts. You're seeing that.
Okay. So the timeline is we see Fantastic Four play out,
Yeah.
and then at some break in between, we see the Thunderbolt scene is happening.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was confused on, just how that was going on.
The
Yeah.
timeline, yeah.
Yeah.
So my original point then, they kind of already answered why Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom. He's just different Earth.
Okay, I know what you're saying, but they're not going to be like, oh, you landed from the other Earth. We're not going to address this. They're going to have,
Oh.
like, all these people are going to be like, you look.
Because there's some people that aren't like super invested, and they're
Right.
like, "Why is Iron Man playing Doctor Doom?"
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're gonna have to address it. And like, even if you're like a superhero, you're not gonna be like, oh, okay, you look like this other guy I knew. No big deal. We're not gonna talk about it, right? You're gonna have to be like, holy
Yep.
shit, why are you this guy?
Anyway, sorry for the
I-
derail. Let's continue, please.
I really hope that they bring him in, like, because they didn't show his face in Fantastic
Right.
Four, right? I hope they bring him in like he sneaks along with them and pretends to be Tony Stark, and then it's
Ooh.
revealed later that he's Doctor Doom. Like,
I'd
I
be
think that
into
would be a
that.
cool little twist.
So like
So.
he's I mean that would play very well to Doctor Doom's character. Actually,
Well, yeah, like he shows up to try to figure out like what is this world, what's going on, and somebody's like, "Oh my God, it's Tony Stark, he's back," and he's like, "Who's Tony Stark? Let me pretend to be this guy for a little while." Yeah, I'm back. What's up? Like, I don't know. I think they could do something fun with that.
Okay, last question before we go on to DC. Will Robert Downey Jr. be able to play his character different? Because in every movie, he's Robert Downey Jr. / Tony Stark. You know, he's the same guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he will play the same dude. I think it would be a challenge for him to play the villain. So I think him as like Tony Stark the villain is what we're going to see. And I don't think that's bad. I want to be very clear. I don't think that's bad at all. But I don't think it's going to be this. Who's the guy that plays There Will Be Daniel Day-Lewis? I don't think we're going to get like this Daniel Day-Lewis transformation actor here. I just think we get evil Tony Stark is what we're getting, and that's my bare minimum expectation.
Okay.
I think what was the first Endgame? Whatever, I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, so in Infinity War, when he starts getting pissed off at Steve Rogers, and like that scene where he's like, "You were gone," like I see that getting amplified, and like that's the evil version of Tony Stark, Doctor Doom, whatever.
Honestly, Robert Downey Jr. kind of gets me excited for this movie, you know, and that's it.
Same.
All right, DC, Superman, they're basically rebooting the whole thing. Did you guys watch The Flash, the movie?
Oh yes, the awful movie. I did.
No, because one, I knew it was awful, and two, that actor's a horrible person, so no.
That's true,
bro.
He's
most of them are bad people.
Okay, but this guy, like this dude's especially bad. Have you heard what he did?
Yes, I think
he went on a freaking spree. Like, what are we talking about? Sorry,
did he get canceled for that, or no?
Yes,
sort of. He kind of got canceled, but he only kind of got canceled. He's still around. Anyways,
Ezra Miller, right?
Yes.
Is his name?
Yeah. He's definitely a weirdo. So, but okay. So we have The Flash, which ended with what George Clooney's Batman coming back to life. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Are they gonna bring?
They had so many weird cameos in that one. Nicolas Cage as Superman, like there was.
Yeah,
some weird
that one was weird. I will say the Zack Snyder cut. I know this is kind of a deep cut. We're just talking about like the different versions and stuff.
Yeah.
That cut made Justice League actually a good movie. I didn't think that seeing it.
Cool.
What's that?
Agreed, 100%. I'm with you.
That, like, don't get me wrong. I can kind of give or take Zack Snyder's like dark, gritty, the Watchmen vibe every single movie. I can kind of give or take that, but it really played well with what they were trying to do with the Justice League, because the guy, I forgot, Josh something, who was directing it and like who took over for it, he really just tried to make it an MCU movie, and it failed really bad. But like the version of that Superman I really enjoyed, and I do not mind going into it with the James Gunn version that we have, where it's like a mix between the two. It kind of feels like it's more funnier for sure. So maybe it's like a 60-40.
Okay. So first of all, he didn't just make that a good movie. He made a totally different movie.
Fair.
If for anyone who doesn't know, his daughter committed suicide, I think, Zack Snyder. And it was like halfway through filming. So they brought Joss Whedon in, who made the first two Avengers movies. And they basically did a whole different thing, tried to make it funny, like you said, and it was like super bright and cartoony, and it sucked ass. And then Zack Snyder just came back and did a whole new movie, which I loved also. I think we all agree it was good. It's like 4.5 hours long.
Yeah, I was like, it was like, here's your intermission. I'm like, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need this. Just keep rolling.
What? It's only been 2 hours. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Sincerely, that's how I felt. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even care. Keep going.
Yeah. You know what sucks? We're never going to get to see that, because that's essentially wiped out. It's over with. So,
oh, you mean like continuation?
Like that universe, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just starting over with the new Superman. We're going to have Supergirl. We're going to have, I think, Supergirl and Clayface are coming out this year.
Is there a Swamp one coming? Like Swamp Thing?
I think so.
Like cartoon. It's a cartoon, though. It's an animation movie.
I think Clayface is like officially revealed, who's a Batman bad guy. And I remember him from the Batman animated series from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Same question. How excited are you for the DC universe going forward on a scale of 1 to 10? Nick?
I don't know, man. Like, probably closer to a 4 or 5. Like, I'll watch them just because I enjoy like watching them, but there hasn't really been a great DC movie. They have a great animated series, like way better than Marvel.
Oh my God, yes.
But like the live action stuff, I I don't know, man. What was the last good one? I mean, the first Wonder Woman was good. I like that one.
I mean, the
Um,
Robert Pattinson, like, different ones, like the Batman, I love
okay,
those.
yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was different.
But you're
But,
not
like,
wrong.
I'm
It's
trying
that and Superman for me.
Yeah, and Superman, like, I'm having a hard time. I feel like, is Superman good because the rest of them have sucked so bad, or is Superman just a good movie on its own? Like, it's so hard to know for sure because I'm just comparing it to garbage, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I'm not super excited. I'll probably still watch it. Maybe that makes me a
Yeah.
hypocrite, but yeah, like a 4 maybe.
What about you, Dylan?
I'm at like an 8.5 to a 9.
Wow.
Like, I think when I had initially, I think it was before we started this channel, but I was talking to Bradley about it because I had watched Fantastic Four and Superman as a back-to-back in the
Okay.
theater.
I remember.
And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's like two powerhouses coming, colliding. It's fun. It's like Barbie Oppenheimer
Yeah.
to me. Like, let's see what happens. I watched Fantastic Four first, and I was like, okay, that was good. That was like a 7 to me. I like that movie. I
Yeah.
like that a lot. And then, so as someone who barely watched them, and then now I'm like, okay, I can't wait to see what, the Doom Avenger movie is going to be. Like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
see what happens. And then I watched Superman, and I was in my chair going like, okay, let's go. Like, I was just having fun with the movie. I was so afraid that Gunn was just going to do another generic like MCU movie.
Yeah.
And yes, you can definitely tell he is really good with ensemble casts.
Right.
He is so good with that. And he does that here. I was afraid, like, okay, here's 15 characters. Here's so much that we're going to have to deal with in this one movie.
Yeah.
All of it flowed well. I'm excited
agree.
because that makes me feel reinvigorated for the next one. I don't know how good Supergirl's going to be, but if it's as good as this movie, I think we're on a right track for the
Yeah.
DCU.
I agree. I'm like at like a 7. Only here's the thing with DC is they keep rebooting or doing like offshoots, and I actually do like a lot of the animated movies, like the animated Batman movies or the animated Superman movies, and I watch those sometimes I'll buy the Blu-rays. Like, I like that stuff. But here's the thing, they still haven't quite figured out, because they're gonna make another Batman, like the Batman with Robert Pattinson, while he's not the same Batman in this universe. So we're gonna have 2 Batmans going on simultaneously, and it's fine. Like, everyone will see it because it's Batman, but like, can we get our stuff together, DC? Like, it's getting frustrating. And I'll say
agree.
this, I rewatched the Batman. Don't like it as much as I did in the theaters. Like, when I first saw it in the theaters, I'm like, whoa, this movie's like dark and gritty, and like, I love the Riddler's like this weird like underground murderer. And the second time I watched it, I'm like, this movie's kind of boring, and Robert Pattinson is like a super emo guy, and he like sits in his basement working on stuff. He's like, his hair's like this, and I'm like,
It's just like this.
and I'm like, this movie sucks. So,
And
like,
well, here's to your point too. I like that, and they're not continuing with that. Like, it's at least not confirmed. Like, they're not, like, Gunn has not said that is our next Batman.
well, they are making the Batman 2 by Matt Reeves.
Right, but that's its own. It's what you're saying. It's its own thing over
and that's
here.
confusing. Like,
Yes.
we'll figure it out, especially people who watch these movies all the time. But like, can we just like move on? Like, DC just can't get it together. They can't get it together. They started
I
with
agree.
the Zack Snyder universe, and it's just a mess.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And
I'm
what-
still keeping my answer though. I feel like we're gonna knock it out of the park.
yeah, in general, I've always liked, like, as a kid, I like DC better. Obviously, Marvel is 1,000 times better at like a Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it feels like Marvel has dropped they sucked.
Do you think it's time for Kevin Feige to step down? Because we have in Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, she stepped down to
Yeah.
like an executive person, and they have, which I'm so thankful for. We have Dave Filoni taking the spot, and a girl that was with him with George Lucas initially. I'm glad for that change. I'm just wondering, maybe Kevin needs to step down next. Like maybe that's the next play.
Okay, here's a little background of what I read. And I have a book from Robert Iger around here somewhere. And it's a good book. Robert Iger's the CEO of Disney. So he was the CEO and he stepped down, like he retired. And the other guy, I can't remember his name, took over. And when this guy took over, like things were like hyper political in the US, and they still kind of are now, but like the politics kept getting into everything, and the movies started bombing, and the board brought Robert Iger back and fired the other guy without even letting him know. Like they did this in like a midnight vote. They voted this guy out and brought Robert Iger back.
I did think that was super fast. I didn't realize they did that
Yeah,
to him.
and,
Oh my
and
God.
they threw like a fat stack of cash at this guy, and he's like, "Sure, I'll come out of retirement for like $50 million, like Robert Downey Jr."
He's back investing.
Yeah.
Yep, he's investing. You're right. His heart's in it again.
And so Robert Iger said this, like, I think we need to focus on story over like messages, you know? And I think that everyone can connect to a certain movie because of a message, but only certain people can connect to certain messages. So if you have a movie about a message, you're cutting the audience not just in half, but by like a quarter, you know, by 75%, and only a small group of people connect with this. Whereas it wasn't like that before. So I think it had nothing to do with Kevin Feige, to answer your question, Dylan, and it had everything to do with just that time period that we lived in, where it wasn't about the quality of the story. It was more about the quality of the message. So that's my answer.
Okay. I mean, okay, yeah. Maybe Kathleen Kennedy isn't the problem, but we'll see. I think Star Wars is its own kind of nugget of
I do
different
too.
though.
Yeah.
But I see exactly what you mean. I definitely agree that I can see that with Kevin. The Star Wars thing, I definitely think she needed to go for a lot of reasons, but
You know, side note, have you guys watched the new Star Trek movies? They're not new anymore, but the
Nope.
ones with Chris Pine.
oh, yes,
Yeah, I
the
like
first
them.
one. I watched
Yeah.
the first one.
Well, Carrie and I just watched the first one. I'm like, this is such a good movie, and we're
Yep.
going to watch the whole trilogy. And then I was
It was
like,
fun, right?
it is. I'm like, is
I
Star
enjoyed it.
Trek better than Star Wars right now? But
Well,
I don't know. They
then,
both
but
kind of
yes.
suck where they are in the moment.
Yeah,
I like
just
the
like,
new Star Trek.
do you like the show on Paramount?
Which
I don't
one?
think I've seen.
Oh, good question. I don't know. I can't answer that. It seems like there's a different Star Trek variation show going on
Yeah.
each season. I don't know. That's why I don't know. Is Star Trek good right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just think that like the Star Trek, did you guys see the like clips of the new one that was on YouTube, like Starfleet Academy? It
No.
Oh, no.
they
Is it Chris
screwed
Pine
up
or
because
somebody
it's all about the message. It's all about like accepting people as who they are, and like it doesn't matter what you look like or where you come from.
Like, bro, it's an alien movie. We
Yeah.
know that's the message. You don't need to tell me, bro. I'll get there. I promise you, I will
Yeah.
get there.
We're already in a world where people like have weird morphed faces. We already accept everyone. You
Like,
know?
it reminds me, I'm not doing a bit here. It reminds me of Resident Evil, because Resident Evil's message is about, it's like a play on like corporate greed
Right.
interfering in people's life. Like, that's what it is. It's an organization too far. They cause the apocalypse, right? But they don't go, oh, Umbrella Evil Corporation went and because of corporate greed did this
Yeah.
in like one of the pamphlets you find
Yeah.
in a secret room you had to find a key for. Like, they don't do that ever. That's
Yeah.
not a thing.
If
We're
they
punching
did, they would be
boulders.
like, there would be like a backroom scene of like politicians saying like, we need to raise the taxes on corporate greed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
I'm so excited for Resident Evil. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. When's Resident Evil? February 27th?
27th, 8th, or 9th. One of the three. That's what
Nick,
that's it.
are you playing it?
Oh yeah, I always play them.
Day
I love those.
one?
No. I'll wait until I can buy it used, so it's cheaper.
Why? That's so dumb.
You're just going to
Steelbook
sell
by
it
the
for
way.
twice the price anyways.
Yeah, but if I can beat it in 7 days, I can return it to GameStop for a full refund if it's used. So
Really?
yeah, you didn't know that?
No. Well, I'm gonna have the Steelbook. I have the
Yeah,
Steelbook order.
yeah.
I don't care. You
Yeah.
know.
Oh.
I don't resell my stuff if you can
Yeah.
tell. Yeah.
What if it sucks? Like, I want to be able to take it back then.
Well, I mean, not every Pokemon Game Boy game's great, but I've got them all almost. So
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
All right. Well, we've kind of gotten, off the beaten path, if you will, but we're out of time. That's all we have. This is episode 10. In 2 weeks, we're coming back and we're transmoving this to video games as we just started right here. So we'll talk to you later. Adios.
Peace.